so excited. Griff gang. Hi, me again. I'm not hungry. Like, that salad really filled me up.
Exactly, sure, girl.
Hello, it's ready.
Dad, if you're watching this, Sue Slimer.
Like, these people who have, like, they have children. Can you not take them to the park?
Rage, more rage.
Cutie's doing video.
My dad's my uncle. I gave my cats away for you. You're not a marriage scammer. That hot dog is juicy. Giddy up! You think your life will be so much better struggling here with 500 kids and no money? Okay, good luck. He's my brother. He's my brother. You know? Hillbilly, crap, white trash people.
Hello, good people. Happy Wednesday. Hopefully the sound is good for you guys this morning. Hello, Bex. Good to see you. Hi, do we think Foodie's wrists are too, you know what, for the cuffs? Girl, more than likely they're going to have to slap the extenders on there. Thank you so much for the support, hun. I appreciate you. Hey, babe, I see you in chat. You are present this morning. Seattle Sapphire's Low Carb World. Thank you, babe, for that. Kyle, Big Bertha, Blondie Noel, Sweet Daily Win, Emotional Sport Muffin, Sassy Mama, Sushi, Lost Tamale, Marge Star O, Jaya, Baby Goat, Charlotte, Hi Decent, Remy, Sophia, Sugar Pop, Lily Mae, Tina B, The Closer, Kara, Fifi 48, Kiva, Hey Girl, Hey Art, Worms, Funk, Monk, hello, Miss T, good to see you. I'm sending this on my own conscience, not due to legal repercussions. Thank you for that. Yes, definitely had nothing to do with that. So there's going to be a lot of talk about as far as the community tab post is concerned. I was talking to Sam this morning. I was like, was it Sam? No, wait. I think it was Butter Crumpet. Sorry about that. I was like, who do you think made her post the community tab post? And I was like, I definitely think maybe her mom did it. But now that I'm thinking about it even more, maybe like somebody from the mall asked for a public apology. I don't know. Who knows? Hey, Trash and Champagne. Good to see you. Unknown Poster. Clarissa Explains It All. Baby Goats. Timothy. Panda Pondu. Bent Face Clown. Hello. Bama Girl. The Bandit. Sura says, hold on just a second. I got behind in chat. I need her to go out hangry again and get herself arrested. We won't need that cop cam because she's kind enough to broadcast it live for us. Exactly. We don't even need the body cam footage. Although that specific angle would be appreciated. I do love when other people film Chantel because we get to see what it actually looks like when Pete does it, when Salah does it, when somebody in the wild catches her. We do really appreciate the different angles for sure. Super, thank you so much for the support. C Finley 81, welcome to the port, son. Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate you. Did you rebrand? I recognize the avatar, so I feel like you've rebranded. So welcome back. Hello. Good to see you. Fondue, hello, good to see you. Thoughts and Glare, C. Morton, Ard, the cops came to visit her. 0% chance people called home mall, didn't give her actual name. Oh, so you think she got a visit from the Canadian police? I could see that. I really could. And the way that she was acting on last night's stream, so I seen somebody in chat that was asking if she streamed last night. She did. Apparently her apartment is owned by the same people. What? Okay, that explains a lot. Holy shit. Wow. That explains, say less. No more questions. That explains the apology. Holy shit. How could you be so stupid? So she's over there. She's saying all kinds of horrible insults to the security guards and come to find out that her apartment building is owned by the same people. What are the odds? Holy shit. I had not seen that yet. Wow. Sassy Mama says they own the whole lot. Thank you, 3030. Hello, Chloe. I went to the mall with my husband last night. Foodie could never. That's right, girl. Yeah, Foodie, won't you go to the mall with your husband, girl? Chloe, thank you so much for the support. I appreciate you, girl. Glad you guys had a good time, or at least I hope you did. I mean, who goes? Well, I guess it depends. If you go during the holiday season, sometimes it can just be really crowded and you're over it and you just want to get out of there. But outside of that, the mall, in my opinion, is a really fucking good time. Hello, Mercio. The body cam would not have any filters in it. It would be her redness in 4K. You have a good point there. Yep, that's true. Hey, Peace Frog. And thank you for the support, hon. Good to see you. Seattle Sapphire says 6X large toddler did a sorry, not sorry, pathetic. Yeah, because I didn't get to hear the entire thing that she did last night, but I got through the majority of it. And when she didn't talk about it a whole lot, but when she did talk about it, that's basically what she said. Well, they still shouldn't have acted like that. I mean, we watched that together. People have watched that throughout, the community, different reactors, whatever. I don't think that anybody has came to the conclusion, even though it's Chantel, that those security guards were rude or they just weren't bare minimum, just doing their job. They could have been a lot nastier to her, especially considering the things that she was saying to them. They didn't do anything. They weren't rude. They just were making sure that Chantel was leaving the area. That was all. She was spooked. I mean, if you talk to somebody like that, if you were saying all those things on your social media platform and come to find out they owned the apartment that you lived in, yeah, I'd be pretty fucking spooked too, for sure. Yeah, she's still blaming everybody else. Seattle, thank you for the support, hon. Hello, Porcula. Good to see you. Hey, sweet cheeks. Out of the hospital and on the mend. Glad to hear it, girl. Glad to see you too. I'm so glad you're doing better. And thank you so much for the support. Sending all the healing power and prayers your way, girl. You like the thumbnail, MC? Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Hello, Andy. Good to see you. Thank you so much for all the laughs and entertainment you bring to the support group. Yava, love you and the chat heaps. Aw, Andy, and thank you for being a member for 18 months, girl. We appreciate you. Imagine how many times the family has been sent to Chantel telling them to fuck themselves. I can't imagine. Hey, Betty, good to see you. I had convinced myself that I'm pretty sure that her mom had got wind of her behavior and that is why. But then you got to think about it. Like, would Foodie really come online because her mom called her was like, cutie, you really showed your ass, hey, in the mall, eh? You think you should have done, you've humiliated the family, of all things that we have seen Foodie show her ass for the last 10 years, pretty much. And you think a call from Shmi is going to get a public apology on Foodie Beauty's community tab post? No. What was I thinking? Unbelievable. Her leasing office was contacted about what happened. Oh, for sure. Absolutely. I have no doubt. But you know what? When it really comes down to it, I do believe that's what Foodie wants. Hello, our Foodie Beauty. Hi, Yavit and lovely chat. I missed y'all. I've been replay gang. Happy to catch a live stream. And I'm so glad you could be here, girl. And thank you for being a member for 24 months. I appreciate you. They definitely own her housing. Oh, that's so crazy. I wonder if she knew that. I guess not, right? I'm assuming she did not know. Hello, Big Bertha. Good to see you. Mr. B made a good point. She couldn't fit in the back of a regular cop car. They'd have to call it the paddy wagon in order to haul Chantel into the Canadian jail. They're going to have to call the fucking paddy wagon. I would die. Oh my God. That's a great point. Thank you for pointing that out, Mr. B. And thank you, Big Bertha. I appreciate you. Unicorn Fart says the Dad Challenge podcast is from Ottawa. Oh my God, somebody just tagged me on Twitter. Is that the person who just made or just covered the most recent events? I gotta go watch it later. That's so funny. ChatGPT wrote that post. Of course they did. So I guess with that being said, let's go over the community tab post, the apology first. Give me just a moment. Somebody else would like to speak?
Hello. I want to say that I sent an apology message to the mall and the security from yesterday. I was out of line. They were just doing their jobs. They didn't deserve to be verbally insulted like that. From now on, I will be much more careful about where I live stream, and I will only broadcast from where I'm legally permitted to do so. This comes from my conscience alone and not from legal repercussions. I mess up a lot. And as a flawed human trying to navigate a toxic online world, I do feel bad, and I just want to be known that I despise how I feel after hurting someone.
You are worried that you're not going to be able to shark in the food court is what this really comes down to. This was actually Gunther that made Foodie write this apology because they are so concerned that they are not going to be able to go and shark in the food court. That's really what it comes down to, isn't it, Chantel? You don't just like going and eating the mall court food. No. You like just going up to the mall court and smelling, circling the block in your mobility scooter, getting a whiff of every single restaurant that is up there in the food court. And when you got to thinking about it, when you were at home alone yesterday and you got to thinking about that, you were like, all that regret, it just set in. Another new community tab post. I got two more that I'm going to read, so I'll pivot over and see what it says. Hello, Tweet T. Good to see you. She wants eviction. She's sorry because of silly Billy. I think she does too. Tweet T, thank you so much for being a member for 45 months. I appreciate you. She would be strapped in an ambulance like Shani. Yes, girl, that's exactly how it's eventually going to go down. When Chantel's Canadian world starts burning to the ground, and let's say she gets denied Syria, and for whatever reason, she, can't go to Malaysia, and then everything just starts crumbling around her. I do think that we are going to see her hauled out in an ambulance, just like Shani. I could totally see it. I have no idea, Helene. They're both offline. I think maybe they've been committed. I'm not sure. Finley girl, thank you for being a member for 22 months. I appreciate you. They stopped her from getting the cheesesteak. The food was almost on her grasp. Exactly. She always seems to get in trouble when she's about to satiate herself. 5150 for sure. Hey, Co-Blue. Wicked Crafter says someone fixed her in her little red speed buggy. Wicked Crafter, thank you for the support, hun. Fondue says, get a regular job then. Fuck off, says Fondue. Thank you for that, Fondue. She thinks she's hurt those guards' feeling. Dude, she gave them joke material and iconic story to tell for years. I was thinking the same thing when I read it this morning. I was like, those guys do not give a shit. They're laughing at you. And again, yeah, they have a story to tell for years. Remember that time? They're going to be 60 years old. Hey, Gorlick. And they're going to be telling this story about the time the death fat was cruising around in a little tiny mobility scooter and was refusing to leave the mall parking lot. And they were all, the woman was live streaming it. That is what we call entertainment, Chantel, please. Hello, Sarah. She didn't hurt anyone. They laughed about her. Yeah, exactly. They laughed at her. That's all it was. And so that really comes down to the real reason why she made the community tab post. And now that you guys have informed me that the same people who own the mall also own her apartment building, that makes a lot of sense. Hello, Seattle. She is the instigator of the online toxic culture. Yes, 1,000,000%. And thank you for the super chat. Hello, EJ. I think Salah told her to knock it off, and he told her to stop acting out during Ramadan or he's not going on vacay with her. That plus the food court. You could be right about that. I did see a few different people that think that Salah, that he's the one who told her to stop and maybe to apologize, but I'm not convinced. But you could be right. And thank you for being a member. Hello, Hectic Llama. Good to see you. Let me see. Hold on. I'm trying to get caught up. Okay, I think I am. So we also have, let's take a look here. She's been a busy girl. So this was from 2 hours ago. If she has reposted since then, I have not seen it. Let me go check. Because if that's the case, our girl is, she's either up early or she still has not been to bed, which it could be either, I suppose, when it comes to Foodie. Hold on a second. I'm trying to find her channel. She gets buried, man. Okay, so yeah, she hasn't posted in 3 hours. So she was awake 3 hours ago around 6 o'clock her time, which more than likely meant, I would say not necessarily that she hadn't been to bed yet, but she probably was up having her snack and then she was going to go back to bed. That would be my guess. Anyways, Ramadan day 8. Had a hiccup, but I'm moving on. There's no sin greater than God's mercy and forgiveness. Okay, Chantel. Then she went on to post, or the other one could have been first. I'm not really sure the order of these. I think the other one was first. I don't know. Girl World is a community that requires dehumanization to function. People with fulfilling lives do not archive behavior, coordinate harassment, dox repeatedly, track movements, or write 10,000 pages about a stranger. I'm going to be honest with you, Chantel. You would be surprised. Okay. I know you want to convince yourself that everybody in this community, they're just a bunch of jobless losers that are living in their mom's basement. But I can promise you that's the most furthest thing from the truth when it comes to the majority of the people in the entire community. I know it's shocking, right? But we tend to make the time. So thank you for that. It just shows us how bothered you really are. Miss Glitter Tits says, lurking while I pack for a mini trip with Mr. Sparkle Pants. Hell yes. An actual trip, cutie, with somebody who actually loves you. Say it ain't so. Have a glittering day, all you as well, and have fun. That sounds so exciting. Thank you for the support. Hello, Be Like Water Baby. They'll be using an XL heavy duty zip ties. Hashtag privacy. Be Like Water Baby. Thank you for the support, hun. Hey, Alexis. Good to see you. Exactly. She definitely don't. Petty Cake says, I have multiple degrees and a career and I love it here, cutie. That is the majority of the people. Majority of the people are you would think for whatever reason that Chantel would just, not talk about that because she's only going to get her feelings hurt when she finds out it's the complete opposite. And she knows that. She's very well aware. Maybe she's speaking for her community. Hello, Yulia. We're busy, but we're dedicated to you, cutie. Yeah, we wouldn't miss a moment of this shit. Just so you know. Yulia, thank you for the support. Cancer Warrior, hello. Dorky Shitstain. Foxy Roxy, hello. Okay. But we're going to look at this. I do believe that she showed this in her most recent video. She's cleaned BG's litter box. Okay, congratulations, Chantel. Do you want like a... You scooped shit. Congratulations. You scooped shit. You did get the cat rug finally underneath the litter box. That's great. I am one of those people that believe that you should have a rug under a litter box. It just doesn't make sense not to. But what I'm not understanding is why did you move it first, before I get into that, is that cats do not like their shit moved. Like if you take and you're constantly relocating their litter box, a lot of cats are going to start pissing and shitting outside of the box because they don't like change. They like their stuff where they like their stuff. They like their water bowl where it is. They like their food bowl where it is. They like their litter bowl where it is, their litter box, whatever. For the most part, cats do not like change. You, for whatever reason, keep moving. This is like the fourth location that we've seen since you've been in this apartment that you've moved the litter box to. And I'm trying to understand, you have asthma. Even if you didn't have asthma, why would you put the litter box in your bedroom? That litter box is at the foot of her bed. You've got a whole entire other room that you don't use, and you are choosing to put the litter box in your bedroom. Not only is she putting the litter box in her bedroom, you want to know something that's crazy? Is that she recently just moved her TV in there because that's where she is going to be spending the majority of her time. So which means what? She's going to be eating in her bedroom. She's going to be sleeping in her bedroom. And that litter box is at the edge of her freaking bed. Why? Cats and asthma don't mix. You make a good point there, Fried Plastic. So imagine what cat litter, I wouldn't recommend anybody, sleep with cat litter in their room. It just doesn't make sense. Does she like the shit smell? Maybe she likes the smell of the cat piss. I'm not sure, but that's weird. Even if somebody was moving in, you would still find somewhere else to put it besides your freaking bedroom. Hey, Emma. She reminds me of people from Wall-E. People keep saying that. Thank you for the super chat, hon. Excited. Hello, hello. LeBron's owns her apartment as well. Thank you for that. And thank you for being a member for 13 months. I was unaware of any of this information. Boy, oh boy, that really changes things now. Cat piss is probably her stench as well. I'm going to assume. Okay. So with that being said, we're going to kind of scroll through last night's video, but we're mostly going to pivot back because we only got through 32 minutes, believe it or not, of the Rager video. So I just kind of want to go through and scroll where I thought she was showing the litter box, but outside of that, we're going to go back to the Rage video because we didn't get to see it all. We didn't get to see hardly any of it. Not over here anyways. Hey, Kyle. She's preparing for the big house once. Small room. Yeah, that's true. I'm pretty sure like in the jail cells, you have to like your toilet is where you sleep. You shit where you sleep, basically. Isn't that right? I mean, knock on wood there. I don't have any personal experience with the big house, but yeah, I'm pretty sure like you shit where you sleep. That's a great point there, Kyle. Thank you for the super chat, hun. I bought a 15 kg litter sandbag only for my son to learn to poop outside in the sand on construction site next door. That's wild. Mercio, thank you for the support, hun. Cutie would love that. Hello, Mia. Good to see you. She should have gotten a studio apartment if she was going to end up just living in one room. The fact that she got dude, but you gotta remember she's funkled and she just don't think right. Because you make a good point. Why, if you even if you're not gonna, even if you would like to have a bigger apartment, number one, you're just getting started. You're basically restarting your life. It's just you and your cat. So the studio apartment probably would have been a lot cheaper. Something that she could have kept up with a lot easier because obviously Foodie has a hard time keeping her apartment clean. There's a lot of reasons that she should have got the studio apartment, but she just don't think right. She's funkled. That's so funny. Mia, thank you for the support, hun. She's bedbound. Arc. Listen, and I keep saying this, we're gearing up for things to get very interesting as far as what Foodie's going to try to do. Seeing the way that she just showed her absolute ass in the mall, come to find out these people own her apartment building as well. Knowing that she's prepping for travel, she's getting ready to try to go to Malaysia. Whether she will or not, I don't know. But obviously, okay, let me say this much. She thinks she's going. Okay, she fully intends on going on this trip. Whether she will make the trip, I guess we'll have to wait and see. But I think in Foodie's head, she's got this planned out, and she absolutely is going to. She intends on going to Malaysia or wherever. Okay, she's traveling. At least that's what she thinks. If something happens and that doesn't go through for whatever reason, there's a lot of different people have speculated about it or whatever. I think she's going to be really fucked because of this incident that just happened in the mall as far as her finances are concerned. So as crazy as the last couple of days have been with Chantel, we ain't seen nothing yet. We ain't seen nothing yet. It's about to get litty over here. I can't wait to see it. Traveling Mix says she's not going anywhere. Normally, I would be team she's not going anywhere. But the thing with Foodie is that she does tend to prove people wrong when it comes to her willingness to do dumb shit like travel to meet up strange people that she's met, on those dating sites or whatever. So I wouldn't put it past her to actually go through with some kind of, travel, wherever it be, Malaysia, Thailand. It could even be possibly Syria. I don't know. A part of me thinks that she's gearing back up to go to Syria. And I know a lot of people don't agree with that. And I'm not saying I'm 100% convinced of that, but I wouldn't take it off the table. I would not take Syria off the table. I'd say either Malaysia. And I think if she does end up in Malaysia, she's going to try to make it a full-time thing. But a part of me is still leaning towards that Salah is going to welcome her back to Syria. We'll just have to wait and see. Hey, Eva, good to see you, girl. Good morning. Good morning. You have been MIA. I'm so glad you checked in with us, and thank you for being a member for 11 months. I hope everything is going well. Shelly Ray, girl, thank you so much for gifting 20 the YouTube Underground memberships. Welcome, welcome, all new members. A word from our sponsor.
You're not just any pickle. You're the delightful one that everyone appreciates.
That's right. And that's us, Shelly Ray. Thank you so much, girl. And I know your son is getting close to being there with you. I know you're excited for that, hun. Thank you so much. Please, all new members, feel free to use your custom emojis in chat. Under Oak Chronicles says, I can walk. I choose not to, is all you need to know. Bedbound arc incoming. So let's play along with that, right? Under Oak, let's say that she does go to Syria. Syria, I mean, even Malaysia, anywhere really, anywhere that Foodie goes, she's obviously not going to take the scooter with her. I don't think that she can. Some people have said that yes, she can and yes, she will, but I don't think that she will. So, and this has been the thing that I said ever since Foodie has met Salah. And I know this might sound crazy, but okay, think back to the Villa days when Foodie, before Salah came along. I mean, was Foodie getting out and doing a whole lot of stuff? No, but she was doing the bare minimum. Like, and then when she got with Salah, it's like she just laid down for 3 years. You guys don't disagree with that, right? She laid down for 3 years. She came back to Canada, basically. She ended up needing a mobility scooter because she went to the Middle East and she basically laid her ass down. It's the equivalent of kind of like what you all are saying in chat of going to jail, right? When motherfuckers go to jail, they say shit like that. Like I had I basically just had to go lay down for 5 or 6 years because you really ain't doing shit in jail. It's the same thing with Chantel. She went to the Middle East and she basically laid her ass down for 3 months, came back to Canada, moved back to Canada, and got herself a mobility scooter. She claims that she can walk. Can she walk? Yeah, she can walk to a certain extent, but she obviously has some issues for sure. So wherever she travels to next, she's going to go back to the same behavior as she displayed when she was in the Middle East for the 3 years. So as far as bedbound arc incoming, I think it's very, very obvious that that is the next level for Foodie's life because she's going to do the same thing. She's going to go lay down and there ain't going to be no mobility scooter after that shit. That's just basically going to be it for her. She goes to places, but she doesn't experience them. Exactly. That's why she really can't brag about traveling. Yeah, you might have went to Cuba. Yeah, you might have went to Syria. Yeah, you might have been to Kuwait. But what did you do while you were there? What did you do when you went to all these places? You laid the fuck down. You didn't have any kind of experience. I mean, you really can't say that about when she went to Thailand with Salah because of him, he kind of forced her to go out and do a few things. So because of that situation, she really did get to see some of it, but not a lot. And it was only a couple of days and they were there for what, a month? They were there for a long ass time. Oh, thank you for the support, hun. She went to malls. Yes. Remember when I used to go to the mall all the time? God. Anyways, okay, let me get this pulled up. I could talk all day long about Chantel and her shenanigans. I really could. I guess that's why we do, right? Here we go. This is last night's stream. Like I said, I just want to get to the part where she's showing her apartment, and then I want to go to the rage stream. Where did the circle go, bro? I want the circle back.
I like cranberry sauce, tricks me. It's March next week. Well, my sister, I'm gonna be seeing my sister before my birthday, and inshallah, and she's probably gonna do my nails and stuff. She has like a whole kit. Show us the pot pie, Bizayo. Thank you for the gift. Okay, I will. All right, let's go. I'm still cleaning my room, so don't judge me. My room is awful. How's my teeth whitening thing working?
And that's the thing, Kyle, that most people need to remember. You make such a good point, and I would pin it on the board if I could, but hold on, maybe I can. Okay, I was behind. Damn it, hold on. Salah's lifestyle and income tripled in quality since she met him. I can't see him giving that up for anything. I agree. And I think the only reason that this separation between Foodie and Salah has went on as long as it has is because of something to do with his family. At least that's my belief. I think maybe his dad stepped in. I think his family in Syria maybe told his dad a lot of the stuff that he was unaware of. Not that he didn't know already, because obviously Foodie was in Kuwait for so long. But I think there was definitely some kind of family stepping in to kind of put a stop to that. And I think maybe, because Salah, he is definitely trying to work it so he can get what he needs to get from his, his woman, if you will. Well, it's basically, it's going to be a waiting game to see what happens with that situation.
It's pretty good. I didn't even brush them lately.
Hey, Mary Beth. The fact that she's using whitening strips and she admits that she hasn't even been brushing her teeth is just, I'm just trying to understand. Like, what is the point? Foodie, I don't understand why you wouldn't want to brush your teeth. Why you would want to feel that nasty yuck mouth. Nobody wants to feel that nasty yuck mouth. It's a horrible, disgusting feeling. But to take and put whitening strips and put it on top of that, I can't fathom it. I really can't. It just won't register. It does not register whatsoever.
Oh my goodness. Look at this. Hi. Hello, baby.
You do realize that people who don't take care of their teeth, you're eventually you're going to lose your teeth prematurely. We're not talking about when you're an old woman and how most elderly people, they end up, having to have false teeth, getting their teeth pulled, whatever the case may be. We're talking about you losing you're only 40, you're going to be 42 years old and you don't take care of your teeth. You don't go to the dentist. Okay, not everybody can afford to go to the dentist, and bitch, you better be doing bare minimum. Brushing, flossing, all of that good shit. And you're not brushing your teeth. And then on top of that, you're putting whitening strips on all of that yuck mouth. That's crazy.
I love you. Are you my girl? She's got honey boo boo.
Deborah says, check out Dad Challenge podcast. He's Canadian from Foodie's area. He doesn't know her lore, but his reaction is golden to her recent antics. Yeah, I was tagged on that. I can't wait to watch it. Thank you for that, Deborah. And thank you for being a member for 2 months. All the tarot readers say that the trip ain't happening. Really, little birdie. Interesting.
Nice.
She is cute.
Okay.
Now I don't know if you guys heard it, but she's already gave us a warning about how bad her bedroom is. And again, this goes back to what the person said earlier about the studio apartment. Not that she would have kept that clean, because she wouldn't have, but still, if it's so hard for you to keep your big 2-bedroom apartment clean, maybe you should have got yourself a studio. Maybe it would have been a little bit easier for you, Foodie.
That is a disaster.
That cat at this point, Butter Crumpet, is a fucking science experiment. I mean, BG is adorable. She's cute. I love her personality, but man, you would really have to get her treated. Go take her to the vet and tell the motherfucking vet you need a bleach treatment for that cat. She has seen some things.
Salt and pepper.
Bro, there's her pot pie. Why are there tissues in your pot? Where is this? Where's this? Hold on. Where's that?
That is a disaster.
Stop it. That is not on her bed. No. She went to show everybody her pot pie in the pot. So she started the stream on the couch, right? She started the stream on her couch, and somebody had asked about her pot pie. So she was getting up to show people said pot pie. And the pot pie is not in the microwave, not in the stove, not in the refrigerator, not even on the counter. No, it's in her bed. It's in her bed. Hey, Proto. BG13 needs her own voice like Julia in the Gunt. I'll have to figure something out, Proto. What do you think Julia sounds like? We just gave Louie a voice yesterday. All of our dogs, they all have we do their own like impersonations of their voice. Like Harlow has hers, Jack has his. And I feel like I just nailed Louie's. Like Louis is very judgmental because he's a poodle. So he's very fucking snobby. So he's always talking about like how like, we're just not good enough for him. I got to really think about what Julia's voice would be like. And thank you for the super chat, hun. Payday, be quiet. I can't believe that. I cannot. And she only ate the crust. Who's shocked that that Foodie is showing her pot pie and the only thing missing is the crust, the top layer. Hey, Carlotta, watch Dad's podcast. When she's dancing in the aisle, he says, don't do that. I literally was busting up laughing. His face says it all. Everybody is talking about how good his reaction is. I can't wait to see it. And the fact that he's local in her area makes it even better. Thank you for the super chat, hun. BG! BG, you want some pot pie?
Salt and pepper.
Bro's even got pepper. That's a bag of salt. Oh my God. I thought it was like a sheet or a pillow or something. Bro, this is her bed. Guys, this is a pot holder. Okay. This is her sheet. That's her blanket. Just so we're following along. These are tissues that she likes to wipe her teeth and her nose with and her eyes. That's a pot holder. That's obviously the pot pie with the missing top layer of crust. That's a bag of salt, and that's a bottle of pepper. Samantha, I hope you're looking at your screen, woman.
I just ate the center.
She just ate the center.
Because I was watching a movie.
So, like, you didn't think to throw it away, to put it away if you wanted to finish the rest later. You just you walk away and leave food in your bed and you go to your couch to live stream, Chantel. That makes sense. That tracks. There's also, it looks like an empty bottle of Gatorade here. Oh, that's her CPAP mask back there. That's her body pillow. She's moved her TV from the living room. It's so funny. Gorlick thought that Chantel done pawned her TV. She moved her TV from the living room into the bedroom because she decides she's just going to be bedbound from now on. That's a bunch of clothes. So I want you to take a look at this, guys. I know you probably are over it or whatever, but this is her pot pie right here. Take a look at this. This is her pot pie. Foodie showed something on her community tab post. She showed the new area of the litter box, right? So here's her pot pie. Over here, can you see okay, now you can. Hold on just a second, Art. This is her pot pie. Over here is the new carpet. And what did she put on that new piece of carpet? The litter box. She's eating at this end of her bed, and the litter box, the cat shit piss litter box, it's right there. I can't imagine this life. I cannot. Hello, Art. If I did half the gross stuff she does, I'd take it to the grave. Same, but here she is, loud and proud with her filth. I don't think it registers in her head. Like, for her, this is normal, so she really doesn't even think about it. And for people like anybody, I would imagine, the fact that she's eating that close to a litter box is fucking diabolical. That's what it is. It's diabolical. Art, thank you for the support, hon. Cutie's bed pot pie. I'm dead. It's not what it looks like. Trust me. No, I'm pretty sure we've got it all figured out, buddy. Okay. There's no way that you can get out of this one. The pot pie is here and the litter box is here. She could reach out and she could touch the litter box. That's how close it is. You're going to get so sick. You're going to get sick. Is this something that you set up with Salah? Did you notice that she got rid of the tripod with the light that she was doing her behind the scenes content and she replaced it with a litter box? Was that a Salah's request? She thinks everyone does this. Yes, we all eat in our bedrooms, in our bed with the cat shit piss litter box right next to us. You're absolutely right. Hello, she who shits herself. You say pot pie like Cartman and it's taking me out every time. She who shits herself is just the accent. I don't know what you want from me, but thank you for being a member for 35 months. I appreciate you, girl. Hello, Burnett. Wow, it looks like a trap house. Happy hump day. Burnett, thank you for the support, hun. This is a lot wants to eat the litter box. It is a lot. But we don't even have to play your videos, ma'am. We just literally sat here, take one screenshot out of your videos, and we got content for 2 hours. I just can't believe it. Hey, Janie. She isn't normal, but she thinks we are the same. I believe that for sure. No, she thinks that people do the same thing as her, but they just don't talk about it. Like, they're just not open about it. That's what she really has convinced herself. Like you said, everybody is the same and that they're just not. And she thinks she's brave and strong because she's willing to show it on the internet. And we're like, nobody does this, girl. And nobody does this shit. So continue to believe that. Thank you for being a member, hun.
Eating my pot pie. Hi. But BG's area is clean.
I can't believe I cannot move past the fact that the litter box and the pot pie is that close. I can't. I thought I was gonna come on here and be all outraged because hey Ash, that she's sleeping in the same, like that was the big thing for today. Okay. No kidding, that's my pot pie. I thought that was going to be the big entertainment for today. Like the big talking point is the fact that Foodie Beauty is sleeping in the same room as her litter box, especially knowing that we know that she doesn't clean it. Regardless, I don't care how clean you keep your litter box. Please don't sleep in the same room as your litter box. It's not healthy for your lungs, okay? But the fact that this person is sitting there and she's eating next to the litter box, scratch everything that I thought we had planned for the day. Okay? Just scratch it. Big Bertha says, I'm so jealous of this life, cutie. Same. It really must be something. Big Bertha, thank you for the support, hun.
And my laundry, I gotta sweep this.
What is that? What is the paper and stuff on your floor? Why is there always stuff on your floor? Fascinating.
New laundry basket and her little food area clean. So yeah, I gotta finish cleaning in here. Like I was cleaning, like that's what I was doing.
Is that what you were doing? It looks like that's what you were doing. That totally tracks. It looks like you were cleaning for sure. I believe that.
Because I don't like to go live and clean because.
Do you think it was toilet paper? Let's go back and look. I really don't know. It looks like she probably got this new little laundry basket that she talked about, which it's way too small for somebody who doesn't do laundry. I'm just saying that. Hey, sometimes it snows in April. Good to see you, girl. You should have got something bigger, seeing as you don't like to wash your clothes. And I think she pulled the tag off and she just threw, she's like a fucking kid. She just throws the shit on the floor and somehow it ends up in little pieces. This possibly could be toilet paper. Yes, you're right. These tiny little pieces here and here and here. This is a tag though. And that's a tag. She just throws the shit on the floor. Then over here, can you guys, there you go. Then over here, you see this is cat food. I believe it looks like cat food with some kind of powdered substance. Maybe that's dirt. I'm not sure. And also possibly toilet paper. Not sure. It's a mess.
New laundry basket and her little food area.
You're not going to show us the toilet today, Chantel? You're not going to show us
I gotta sweep this.
What about the portable bidet? No? Going to pass?
New laundry basket and her little food area.
Ladies and gentlemen, what do you notice about the bathroom? Does anybody notice? Does anybody see what I see? The toilet seat is up. I think she's serious. I think our girl actually sits right here and does her business. And again, I'm going to repeat myself. That tracks. With everything that we see, with the fact that you're eating a pot pie, you leave the pot pie in your bed when you're done eating, you go in the other room, you live stream, you got salt in your bed, you got pepper and a cat litter box right at the end of your bed. The fact that you're using the toilet this way, yeah, as far as like mentally, it all makes sense to me. You don't even have to answer anything. Here, I'll go ahead and tell everybody in case they can't follow along.
My dad's my uncle. Yeah. Clean. So yeah, I gotta finish cleaning in here. Like I was cleaning, like that's what I was doing. Because I don't like to go live and clean because like I like to listen to things, you know?
Yeah, we believe you. It looks like you've been cleaning or you're about to clean. Yeah, it all tracks.
But my room is always messy, basically.
And she's back on the couch and she stays there for the rest of the stream. All right, well, that wraps up yesterday's stream. Let's move along, or move back, I should say, to when Foodie Beauty got trespassed from the mall that she likes to attend quite often, shall we? All right, give me just a moment here. This is where the this is where the entertainment's gonna be.
Oh, it's broken.
This is a stream where Foodie had to make an entire community tab post apologizing to the mall cops who she said very, very vile, nasty things to. That's the stream that we're going to watch, okay? The cope stream, exactly. Hey, Lori Compton. A pot pie to go with the desk drawer KFC box at the villa. Girl, she's always been a mess. But do you feel like that it's on the same level, or do you think that since that incident with the KFC desk drawer at the villa, do you feel like this is worse? Do you think that like she's slowly, like obviously declining, going downhill as far as her mentals are concerned? I think this would be considered worse than somebody sticking a box of KFC in their desk drawer, even though that is pretty wild itself. I'm not going to sit here and argue that, but eating a pot pie basically right next to a cat litter box. Yeah. Thank you for being a member, hun.
Yum. Yeah. These same people who are like,
You know why I think that she does that, Tweet T? And I think that's fair to say that I think that it's better than it was in the past, especially when she lived in the villa. I think that she takes care of the litter box more than what obviously she did when she, was alone. Is because when she got Julia in Kuwait, I don't think that Salah would allow that litter box situation to happen. And so, and that's what happens when you have somebody, and that kind of goes to back up what a lot of people said about Smee, is that Smee didn't teach Chantel shit. But because I think Salah staying on Chantel's ass and demanding that the litter box be taken care of for and they had Julia forever, for what, like maybe 2, 3, I don't know. They had her for a long time. So that just became habit for Chantel to make sure that the litter box was taken care of. Does she do it, every day? Probably not, but I guarantee it's better than what she did in the villa because she had somebody that was teaching her and staying on her ass for 3 years that would not allow the litter box to get to the condition that she used to keep it in. So I think she's just continued. She's became a creature of habit, if you will, and in a good way. It's not a bad thing. It's definitely a good thing. Because imagine if she was doing what she was doing when she was in Canada by herself.
You're homophobe when I'm clearly not. Come in here and say things that are very Islamophobic or racist, claiming that everyone in the Middle East is diddling the altar boys.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my
Every single
God.
day with these morons coming in your
I just don't know. I don't get it. Poopadoo 13 says she will get arrested. Will she get arrested next time? Is there a bolo? Here's the thing. I don't think that Foodie will show her ass again. Hey, Carrie. But if she did, I don't think that they're gonna be as willing to tolerate as much shit as they did the last time. I think they'll just pick up the phone and make the phone call. So, but I don't think that she'll be stupid enough to go back, especially learning that the people who own the mall is the same people that own her apartment building. So we'll just have to wait and see. Thank you for being a member, hun. She's trying to change the subject.
face, you would probably be reactive as well.
You're a little bit late.
Yeah. It's kind of gross. It's not gross to tell a cop to fuck off if they're overexerting their power and don't know the law. A lot of police, if you watch these audit videos.
Yes, if you watch these audit videos, see, maybe that's your problem. Maybe if you are going to act like this because of content you consume on the internet, maybe you shouldn't be consuming content on the internet, because what you're saying about these security officers isn't true whatsoever. They didn't get out of line with you whatsoever. They didn't call you any names. They didn't raise their voice at you. They didn't physically assault you. They just told you to leave their property, and they made sure that you did exactly that. And you just don't like to be told what to do.
They don't know the law. Like, they don't realize that you can film in public, Not all Muslims are polite. Exactly. Like, I'm not a representative of Islam, okay? Like, people think that, like, all Muslims have to never be sinning or, like, they're not human. Please. AMBM. We have protected speech. Yep.
I think it's fair to say, Foodie, and I think this is what you're just failing to, like, accept and understand, but people who talk about being very actively religious and actively like showcasing whatever religion they may be, people do, no matter what religion it is. I feel like people do expect them to behave a certain way because religion, whatever it may be, it just automatically comes with a certain set of standards that you need to act, especially in public. And you just refuse. You're just like, well, Islam and Muslim, like literally it's just because religion in general, you're actively preaching and talking about it. So people are just, it just comes with the territory. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah. They weren't police. Yeah. Mall security. Yeah.
Like somebody who is actively talking about being Christian and speaking about Christianity, and that's very open topic on their platform, more than likely you're not going to see them behaving a certain way in public. And if they do, they're going to get the same kind of feedback. They're going to get the same kind of criticism as somebody like you who's a Muslim, or at least pretending to be a Muslim. And that's where I think, again, you're taking this shit personal and you're thinking it's just an attack on your religion, when in general, it would be towards anybody who was practicing and very open and preachy, if you will, about their religion on their YouTube platform or Kick platform or whatever.
Matter, yeah, they obviously were bored. They let people come like all these homeless people on drugs go into the mall and just like hang out there. Like that's not a problem. Remember that guy that was screaming in my face? That's not a problem. Why? Because they don't have haters reporting it. That's the only difference. So for them to say, oh, well, you shouldn't be breaking the rules in the mall, no one would give a fuck if it weren't for you, Karens, okay? So you did something good today with your life. I'm glad you've accomplished something. You have a goal. You want to try to ruin my life by getting me
Those TVs don't weigh nothing, Jada. They really don't. And I don't think hers is that big. It's like, I don't know, it looks like a 42 or something like that. I mean, even if we've got like a 70-inch at home, and it's kind of heavy, but it's not that heavy. And the only reason you really need two people to carry it is just because it's so big and awkward. Those TVs, they really don't weigh nothing. So I could see her being able to move it to her bedroom. I know what you're getting at though with the dishwasher situation, probably. Now she was able to move that to her bedroom.
Kicked out of malls.
We seen her put together that damn scooter. That scooter that she can move around and everything, I promise you, is heavier than that TV that she moved.
For live streaming, you're not going to succeed. Like, when do you ever see the result? Like, where do you ever see me stay down? Never. Mood swings, thank you. It's the wind, yeah.
Foodie, you've lost everything. You've lost everything and everybody. What, do you not realize that? When do we see you stay down? Girl, you're down right now. Instead of buying a car, you bought a mobility scooter. It's so far out of your grasp. You can't even imagine being able to go out there and acquire yourself a car. So you settled for a mobility scooter. I mean, that along with the fact that you don't plan on staying in Canada too long, because really, honestly, you can't afford to.
I wish I could carry. I wish I could conceal and carry and have some pepper spray. Canada, you're not allowed.
Girl, you're the last person that would need any kind of weapon. You would be such a danger to your community because you don't function right and you don't think right and you just get upset and get mad so easy. I'm very happy that you do not have access to weapons. Marcio says she would have never talked like that to a cop because she sees them as a real authority. She only talked like that to the security because they are employees of the mall. She doesn't respect them. Yes. And like she said, and like everybody else has been saying, she's been watching these videos on TikTok or whatever, and she's listening to what they say and she's applying it to her own life. She really thinks she is those people that are doing that. It's not going to work out in her benefit. She should stop doing that. Thank you for the super chat, hun.
I don't want to live here much longer. Yeah. So there's like how many countries in the world? Over 200? Move to Techno.
You've humiliated yourself to a point that even if it came down to you could financially figure out how to live there and how to stay there, you're not going to be comfortable living there because you've made such an ass out of yourself. If you thought that those people were talking about her before, like the people in the lobby and the elevator and just seeing her around and, you know, scooting around in the freaking, what happened? Oh, Andrea, it's your 61st birthday today. Yes, girl. Congratulations on making it another year and happy birthday. Do, 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 do. Happy birthday, girl.
Good for you.
Make sure you have the cake or whatever it is that you like. Oh yeah. Could you imagine what they're saying now? You're not going to tell me that the whole situation hasn't spread to like everybody or a lot of people in her apartment building. I would be ashamed to even show my face. Oh my God, how embarrassing. And Foodie can sit here and say that she doesn't get embarrassed or she's not ashamed of herself. Bullshit.
Not the US either, no offense. No way.
We don't want you here, girl. We definitely do not want you here, okay?
You should research FFG. She's secretly in love with Chantal and she killed Chantal.
I think that she will finish out her life as being a squatter upstairs down the hall. I do think that. I don't think that she'll ever be settled anywhere.
Chantal's cat. Yeah. And her dogs. There's a famous YouTuber called Frog and she uses language.
Can her and Salah live in Malaysia? I don't know about Salah, but I think Foodie can basically do the same thing that she was doing in Kuwait, where she was traveling, every 6 months to renew her visa in Canada. I don't see why she wouldn't be allowed to do something like that. Now, as far as he is concerned, I'm not sure. I don't know. I think that's what they're going to try to figure out.
Language worse than you and she's Muslim and full hijab. Yeah. There you go.
Is it 3 months?
I can't even have.
Was she traveling every 3 months? Gosh, could you imagine having to do that kind of long travel just to renew your visa every 3 months? Hey, Pink Strawberry. I want her to come to Chicago with that mouth.
Pepper spray. Hey.
Damn.
How did I get logged out of my WhatsApp?
What is that noise?
Oh well. Not in public, they don't, Luke. Not in public. There's no expectation of privacy in public. I have a right. You're not from Canada. Yeah, I'm a dragonfly, I know.
It's the wind. You think it's her lungs?
Yeah. If someone comes after me for that in public, I'm gonna go to court with them, I guess, and say I'm in public. Somebody passed by my camera. Oh well. No, a lot of countries have even stricter filming laws than that. Stay in your house if you want privacy. Yeah. I'm like you with 2 phones. Yeah. We'll represent you in the court of law. A scooter is allowed on the roads, Oakley, you dumb fuck. I love educating fucking morons.
Whatever that show is that you guys are talking about that she's watching, they must say that a lot because now she's starting to say it and how she likes educating people. And she said that to the security guards and she was very wrong about that situation. She's repeating that from, I'm assuming, that channel that she's been watching. She thinks that she's learned so much from these people going out, I'm assuming, showing their asses as well. So she's repeating that shit on her channel. I'm going to educate you.
So yeah.
She probably would like the flavoring, girl. Thank you for the super chat. She's trying to be an auditor. I can't believe this is on 1.5. Even when she's angry, she goes slow.
Yeah.
BG's there.
Drinking on Luke. Okay. I don't know. I don't really understand that, but oh. The haters are winning what? They're still fucking pathetic in life. How are they winning? What are they winning? Somebody not being able to stream in a mall? The fuck? And then you're going to complain when your content is fucking boring because you rely on my content. So when we're just stuck here stealing, which I don't mind, by the way. Thank you, Short Bus. I don't mind, by the way. I don't give a fuck. I'll stay home all day. You know I love to. Like, you're never going to win. Never. I don't even care. I got my steak sub. Did you see me give a fuck? No. They're losing because they're losers already. Like, if you have to wait around and do that with your life, I feel bad for your kids and your families. You should not be parents if this is what you're doing with your time. You're pathetic people. Yeah, they all stream in the mall, I know. Oh, hi, Reezeth. Yeah. They already got Shanny and Rev taken down and we're so bored. I know, I see that. How pathetic you have to be to still be replaying, thank you, Nina, Shanny and Rev's old content. They're not even on the fucking platform anymore. Like, that tells you that you can't get views on your own. That's embarrassing. And you call that winning? You call that winning?
I'm not following Foodie. I'm trying to let you talk and let you finish your little tantrum that you're having. Hello, Badisi. These audit videos are US. They don't apply here. Those people are crazy, but they absolutely do not apply in Canada. Different charter of laws. So why? I mean, surely she understands that, right? She knows that these people aren't in Canada and it's different laws altogether. But for whatever reason, she's applying that to her situation. I don't understand why she does that. It doesn't make sense to me. And then she makes herself looking like a fool because she's telling these security guards that she's going to educate them. And she's doing it on a public live stream. I don't get it. But again, she is funkled. We say that for a reason. But thank you so much for the super chat, honey. Good to see you. I'm not understanding what you're really trying to say. So these reactors, you do realize that the majority of people on YouTube, they don't film themselves. They're not vloggers. They're doing other stuff. There's so many different genres on YouTube, so many different things we could sit here and talk about. And vlogging community is just such a small sector of YouTube. It's just such a stupid thing to say as an insult. You can't get views on your own. Well, they're not, that's not what their channel is built on. I don't know who she's talking about. She's talking about, I guess, reactors to Shani and Rev. So they've built their following on reacting to other content. So if those people all of a sudden are in their car and they're shopping at Walmart, well, their audience isn't there for that. They're not there for vlogging content. They came there for reactions to whatever reaction that they're showing on their channel. What does she not understand about that? Now, maybe if that person had built their audience on vlogging and showing their daily life, it might be a different story. Foodie, you are a real life live streamer, okay? So you have those kind of people who watch you, who consume your content. That is your brand. Our brand, specifically in like the reactor community, is reacting to certain content. I mean, hell, we're reactors in girl world. There's more people, obviously. Well, I mean, there's Amberlyn, there's Quirky. There's not a whole lot here, but my audience basically is me reacting to you. Even if I go and I watch like Quirky or Amber, I won't get as many people over here watching because we've built our brand basically reacting to Chantel. That's just how it is. That's how it goes. Like it's not really an insult that you say something like that. And the majority of us don't want to get out here and show our real life. We're not on that. But Izzy says no, because she is funkled. That's true. The answer to all of those questions basically comes down to she's funkled. That's fair. And thank you for the support, hun.
Bitch, this event put more money in my pocket today. I'm going on vacation. I don't give a shit. I got new bras waiting for me. Wee.
What is your point? You've got new bras waiting on you and you're going on vacation. There's a lot of people going on vacation. We're about to go on vacation. We got 2 vacations planned for this year. That's what people do. They go on vacation. They go places. They go places with people they love. They buy new clothes when they go on vacation. Some people buy new undies, new bras. Like, what are you talking about, girl? You want to know the difference between you and everybody else? Is I could say 100% that none of these people are going on vacation with a romance scammer. At least I doubt. Maybe there might be somebody. I don't know. But I would, 99.9% sure that anybody going on vacation this year in this community, they're not going on vacation with a romance scammer.
Like, oh, sorry, YouTube lover.
Sassy Mama says, my bras come out off on vacation, cutie.
Yeah, are you talking about, Gorlick, like being a white privileged, sweaty, pudgy child monkey dictating what women...
I know. I know you're not talking about somebody's white privilege. The most white privileged Canadian I've ever seen in my entire life is not saying this right now with her whole entire gun. Tell me she didn't just say that. Tap it back.
Bitch, this event put more money in my pocket today. I'm going on vacation. I don't give a shit. I got new bras waiting for me. Wee. Like, oh, sorry, YouTube lover. Yeah, are you talking about, Gorlick, like being a white privileged, sweaty, pudgy child monkey dictating what women in Canada can do with their free time? Thank you so much, Sophia, for a little treat.
I don't ever hear him say that. I hear him reacting to your videos. That's it. I don't hear him say what you can and can't do, Chantel. But okay, if that's what y'all need to do, go ahead.
Later. Oh yeah, we're gonna bees all day and night. Thank you. Yep. Well, I mean, we just can't go to the malls. Big fucking deal. But their content is gonna be boring as fuck. Like,
You know, Foodie, if you're so hot, why don't you just take the sweatshirt off? You don't have to have your window open in the Canadian winter. You could just take your sweater off.
I don't know what they expect. Reaction channels explain to your followers that reporting is making you lose out too. Yeah, no more public reason. That's all. Like, whatever. I don't give a shit.
We can't control the people. We can't control. You do realize that this goes deeper than just people that are here in this community watching you through me, through Pulpy, through Charlie, through anybody. Like a lot of people don't even consume your content through reaction channels. What the fuck do you want us to do about it?
Like, seriously, whether I seal here or not, it doesn't really, like, I still got my beezers. We bees on, exactly. Exactamundo. Fuck them all. Plus size friendly. Hi, Aussie girl. Exactly, time spoken. What did they say they were going to go to? Yeah, if you don't leave, you're going to be detained. Please, if you touch me, I'm kicking you right in your nuts, buddy. And I'll go to jail. I don't care.
You don't care to go to jail assaulting a security guard? I don't think you feel like that today. I think you've changed your mind. Nobody wants to go to a jail for assaulting a security guard. That's going to be a whole different ball game than going to jail because you're trespassing or you're disturbing the peace, or those are little minor offenses, girl. They're going to get you right out. But you assault a security guard, you physically assault the security guard, and you say you're going to do it before you do it. I don't think that's going to end too well for you.
Have many seats and spin. Yes, Island Dragonfly. They need to get a life and let us be. And they say that we're pathetic. Literally. I have my beaver tail, but I think it's like stale. I'm supposed to eat it when it's hot, but
all of this food that you get, like all of it, like the Silly Billy, all of your takeout, like all of that food that you love to consume is, if you're going to eat like that, you're supposed to eat it when it's hot, not when you drive with your scooter home from the mall after you've spent 10, 15 minutes arguing with the security officers. And honestly, you're not even supposed to eat that shit from DoorDash because it's already cold. All of that shit is meant to be eaten while it's hot after it got done reheating in the microwave.
It's still good.
Unreal. That's wild.
Yeah, what Moochman said. As soon as these parasocial losers start bombarding these places with their messages, they all become scared.
You do realize you're the reason why you have so many parasocial people in your community, right? You start that shit.
And overwhelmed. So instead of actually handling it or ignoring it, they go for the easiest thing, which is banning you. Yeah. There's always a silver lining. You get banned from the mall I go to.
That thing is.
Oh no, look at all the money I'm going to save. Poor me.
Hey, Cammy Jade, buying a house, send good vibes. Yes, all your way, girl. We love you too. And thank you for being a member for 11 months. Congratulations. Exactly. You assault anyone, it stays on your record for your entire life. I would imagine it's the same in Canada. I don't know how that works as far as like, arrest history or whatever, but I would imagine that it's probably a lot, very similar.
Go with me. Beaver tail.
Bro, nothing about that beaver tail looks good. That's basically, I'm assuming, like what the equivalent of a funnel cake. Our funnel cakes, at least over here, those motherfuckers, they're fire. They really are, but they're not made for you to get one and take it home. Nothing. Like, you got to eat it there at the fair. You got to roll the dice and hope you don't get sick from all that sugar and eat it on site. That's how God intended. And they are bomb. That just looks like a piece of fried bread.
Yeah, I have a legal right to do that, right, Luke?
Right, Luke? Well, you're the one that's educating everybody. Shouldn't you know?
Chocolate beaver tail? I've tried the hazelnut. Hey, Kingu, cancer isn't even enough to make them shut up. If there's somebody with cancer on their deathbed doing this, don't tell me that. Go live your life, please.
I just don't see the problem.
Almost got arrested. I can walk for 20 minutes, dumbass. I did it on the gym. I choose not to. I choose to use my scooter. And there's not a thing you can do about it.
Can we ask why? Like, why would you sit there and say that as if that's supposed to make you what? Look, as a flex. I don't get it. Funnel cake is a bomb. Miss T says, I love her bad bitch attitude. She has no idea of what a one night in jail would do to her soft, pathetic ass. She would fucking curl into a little ball, Miss T. I pay money to be out with Foodie for a night. I think the majority of the community would as well, Miss T. It would be worth it. Thank you for the support, hun. Oh yeah, she would be in tears for sure. In the fetal position. Look at her.
Oh, I love all the mad people right now. Yeah, there you go, Luke.
You can pull out one of them teeth. You keep that up, girl.
Making bacon. We're going to go to Parliament. I just wanted on my way home to grab a sub. That's it. That guy got super mad when he's like, Matt. Anyone named Matt, no offense. It's my source of public transportation, right? I don't need anyone's approval. They were reporting you for being on a scooter without a disability card. They're so stupid. My dream is for one of these places they call to tell them to shut the fuck up. That would be so epic. It's new to them because nobody expects these pathetic people to exist. So they believe them. When people call and say, I'm in the mall, and number one, all of the hate, I have a lot of haters, so they probably all bombard them. And it's just less of a hassle. It's just less of a hassle for them to just say, you can't come, you can't, you know? Yeah, okay, Luke. Right. They followed me, I know. I'm like, are these losers following me? Like, you can't follow me on the road. Get out of here. It's like shaming someone riding a bike. They think they own all the disability, like, they're so stupid. Right, Soda? Yeah. I literally did 20 minutes on the treadmill, like, whatever.
You did 20 minutes on the treadmill, but you refuse to walk around in the store. That makes a whole lot of sense. Pipe down, cutie. Your face is giving crowning puss during delivery. It's great. Fondue, thank you for the support, hun. She has quite the fucking ego. She does. For her, somebody in her situation, considering everything, she really does have quite the ego, but she doesn't. She just pretends to. This is all Cutie's facade. This is just her putting on a show. She's not confident. She's not a baddie. She doesn't have a huge ego. She's well aware of who and what she is, but she wants to make it seem like she's, you know, she doesn't give a fuck, that she's very confident, all of those things. And she's absolutely the opposite of that. She's humiliated.
Yeah. Apparently
20 minutes on the treadmill at 1.5 speed. It's not the flex that you think it is.
you're allowed to go on the road, like if the sidewalk is like always full of cracks and stuff. I don't feel safe on it, so I use the road. And most of the time they don't plow it correctly. So if you don't want pedestrians using the road, how about you plow it?
Well, maybe they could afford to hire more people if you paid your taxes. Do you ever consider that? Oh, she's definitely very antisocial. Absolutely. I don't think that she likes, I think at this point in Foodie's life, I think the big reason she's not spending a lot of time with Pete does come down to a big problem with Salah. I think Salah is very insecure. Even all these things that Foodie has said, he's trans, you know, he's a lesbian. I don't know what all she has told Salah, but it comes down to she doesn't want to spend a lot of time with anybody, because I believe that whatever's going on with Foodie behind the scenes in her alone time is just so bad that she doesn't want anybody around. You know, the eating, the farting, the shitting the bed. And then there's things that we really honestly don't know about. She just doesn't want anybody there to see any of that. She just wants to be alone. So you got to wonder, she keeps, having these tantrums because she wants to be with Salah and she wants to live with him, Malaysia, Syria, wherever the situation may be. Is that really what you want when it comes down to it? Do you really truly think that you want to live with Salah again, considering where you are present day? I don't know about that. I don't know if she could, I know that she let out a lot of her nasty side with Salah, but again, I know it's only been a couple of months, but things have gotten significantly worse in that amount of time. Like Foodie has really gotten used to just being alone and doing whatever. Hey, Streetcar, they wouldn't be able to fit her in a cell. The Mountainese would have to house her in the stable with the horses. That was a banger, bitch. Thank you for the support, honey. Good to see you. EJ says, if I had to endure even one of the embarrassing things Foodie caused for herself yesterday, I would never be seen again. Nope, not doing it. And I'm sure we can all think back of a very embarrassing time in our life. Hell, I could go over a couple, and things that like where you kind of like humiliate, maybe something you did when you were drunk, something you did as a teenager. Like, we all are somewhat cringy when we're younger and we do cringy things with our friends or whatever. And then, later on, we're like dying inside because of certain things. But I wouldn't be able to either. I'm a very low key, try to just, be cool. Don't want a lot of attention. Don't, like I would never go out here acting wild like that. So I don't know how she functions as a human. And really, honestly, she doesn't though. And we can see how bad her obvious mental state is. Normal adults don't act this way. And I was talking to Sam about that yesterday. I was like, thinking back as a teenager and just being a wild, pretty out of control teenager, hanging out with my friends, thinking we're cool, we're badass, I was like, sure, I could see us like getting ran off by like security guards or something and even having like a little back and forth. But it would have been something along the lines of, fuck you, buddy. And like, thinking we were cool and giving the finger and then running off and laughing about it. But to sit there and engage in a back and forth that, with security the way she did, even as a teenager, I couldn't have seen myself doing something like that. Like she would just not go on about her business and take no for an answer. She just wanted to die on that hill that she could stay in that parking lot, stay on that private property and do her live streams. Even as a grown ass 41-year-old, almost 42 adult, was crazy to see and for everybody else to see. Teenage deviance, exactly. EJ, thank you for the support, hun. Plump says, I don't think Pete's girl would be okay with it either. Oh, yeah. So I hear that Peter has himself a woman, which good for him, and hopefully he doesn't go through with. I don't think that Pete owes it to Chantel, even if she is going on a quote unquote vacation and she does intend to go back. Why should he have to uproot his life to go live in her filth and take care of her cat? Why does he have to do that? I hope he says no. And I hope his girlfriend insists that he say no. Let her figure it out who's going to watch her cat. See what she has to do then. Oh, you don't think she's on her brain medication? Maybe not. I don't know. Desi's mama says, I truly believe, other than eating and sleeping, that she has even more extreme meltdowns off cam. Well, she told us. She told us about her meltdowns that she had. We got to hear, and I think that was a rare insight to what Foodie's life is like off cam. When she's having a tantrum, when she spilled the nachos, like she didn't just have that tantrum because she spilled her nachos, which of course was the tipping point, the boiling point. It was because she was already, at odds with Salah and mad at whatever was going on with him, more than likely because it's Ramadan. He's with his family. He's happy. And she doesn't like that. Probably missed a FaceTime, whatever the case may be. And she had an absolute meltdown. And I think the meltdown that Foodie is having, I think it gets so bad to a point to where she's actually like screaming and yelling. She even said, you should have heard me. And I think she gets really loud in her home. And those people probably think she's insane. And she is. She really is. Thank you for the super chat, hun. Running wild as a teen, acting up, being stupid doesn't hit the same at 42. Yeah, exact. Anybody who's acting like that in their third, like, I mean, you're talking late 20s, early 20s. You got to grow out of that shit pretty freaking fast. We don't know each other. I don't need to know anybody that acts like that. I will walk away from any situation. I remember growing up, my friend had a baby And he was a bad motherfucker. Like, I don't care to say that. That boy is grown now and he's a good man, but man, he was bad. He would have these tantrums in Walmart and he would just throw fits or whatever. And she would be like sitting there arguing with him or whatever, trying to get him to calm down. Bitch, I will walk away. Nope, we're not, because everybody would be looking. I'm out of here. I'll meet y'all in the car. I'm not gonna sit here and get your child together. That's all I know. Ellie says Foodie Beauty is a feral raccoon, food motivated and lives in trash. It really, that's such a good comparison because it's so true. Very well said. Thank you for the support. Hey, Hippie Peace. Good to see you, hun. Yeah, right, Zinni? Oh, she busted him a few times or whatever, but he was just one of them kids. He didn't give a shit. He was so bad, bro. Corvid says, lying here with a migraine, but I'm still laughing my ass off. Thank you. Yeah, but I hope you feel better soon, Corvid. I'm so sorry. That sucks, man. Get well soon, hon. And thank you for the support. Hello, Leaky Boil Pondu. People that are never told no as children become these degenerate adults. Unfortunately, I have to deal with someone like this in real life. No means no. I agree with that. And I had to remind myself of that too, as a mother with 3 children, because I am a mom that really doesn't say no a whole lot just because, I really am usually not in a position where I need to say no, but sometimes I have to remember they need to be told no sometimes. It's just a lesson in life. You just need to be told no. Like, no, you can't do this, or no, you can't have that, or no, you can't go there, Oh, wow. Well, I don't really have a good reason, but you just need to be told no. So later in life, you don't expect never to hear no. That's why, buddy. So just accept it. Leaky Boyle, thank you for the support, hun. Marcio says, if Peter, I love that you guys call him Peter too. Thank you for that. If Peter actually tells her he will not watch the cat, the narcissistic injury would make her angrier than Poopgate, and she would spend a summer in Syria before reconciling with him. First, he is beneath her. You think so? I think here's what it comes down to. Here's for me, okay? I think regardless of the situation, that she's going to rehome BG. I know you guys aren't ready to have that conversation and it's a very touchy subject, but I do think that that's eventually going to happen. She's just going to baby step into that situation. Like, she's going to buy time, if you will. Pete's is going to watch the cat. It's going to turn into 30 days. It's going to turn into 60 days until she either gets evicted from that apartment or she can't afford to pay it. And then, she's forced to have to make a move with the cat because Pete can't take the cat back to his little room that he's renting. And so then 2-3 months later, she's going to have to say, hey guys, I can't take BG with me. I'm traveling. I'm in Kuwait. I'm in Syria. I'm in Malaysia, whatever. That situation is just a way that she's buying time so she doesn't have to come out and tell anybody that she's rehoming BG. And that's just my opinion. I mean, I don't think the foodie is going to stay put in Canada, and she's not going to pay the money to have BG travel with her. It's not cheap. I'm pretty sure BG's been on camera, hasn't she, Trauma Queen? I think so. Mercio, thank you for the support, hun.
Yeah. I know, Larry.
So yeah, you could say that. Like, the only upside to that, which the thing is with BG, is that no matter how we feel about Chantel and how bad of a pet owner we know that she is that BG, it seems that way anyways, that BG does love Chantel. She's very attached to Chantel. Like, she tells us that when other people come over, she's scared and, she's not very social. So yes, I do hope that BG eventually gets a new home. This whole going on vacation and leaving BG is going to be very stressful on the cat, number one. So then she's going to have to build this new relationship with Pete if he is the one who's moving in for the 30 days or what have you. So I guess eventually she will come around, hopefully, and start to, like Pete. But then again, that's just temporary. And then if we are right about this rehoming situation, she's going to have to be rehomed, go to a new home, a new owner. And it's all so stressful on the cat when it was just so unnecessary. Foodie, you knew you were never staying put in Canada out the gate. You should have never got the cat. Should have never got the fucking cat. It doesn't matter how good of a job. And I'm not saying that you've done a good job. I'm just saying, if you believe that you've done such a good job with BG, that doesn't excuse the fact that you are still stressing her out to a point to where, she's going to go to a new home. It's going to be horrible.
Right? It's because
Some animals, it could be an easy transition. But for a lot of animals, they don't understand. One day their owner's there. Could you imagine BBJ's situation? An elderly cat that was with Chantel. Doesn't matter what we thought about Chantel. Like, that was her mom. That was her cat mom. She was there with her her smell, her voice, the sound of her voice, the sound of her footsteps, all of that. And then all of a sudden, that's just ripped away. And at the age of 21, 22, however old she was in a brand new environment. And come to find out that environment had dogs in it and a smoker. That had to be devastating for BBJ. That had to be devastating for her. For any animal that has to go through that. Hello, Mia Moore. BG doesn't know any better. She should change her name to Stockholm. I don't disagree, Mia. And thank you for the super chat, hun. I'm wondering if that sound is BG wailing because she is locked in the bedroom. That's why she put the food and litter in there so she could shut the cat in there. Oh, I did not consider that. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, Kyle, I agree.
if they get complaints, they have to worry about the safety. These complaints are not even valid. They're not true. They're just lies. The people calling are not even in the mall. So, but they can't. How can they prove that, right? But I don't care about getting kicked out of the mall. Like today at the Rito, I expected it. I even said before going in, let's see how long we can get until the Karen losers call.
Okay, so you went there and you were expecting this to happen. Okay, you're admitting that. You expected to get calls that trolls were going to call and they were going to mess with you and they were going to, make sure that you got trespassed. So why did you act the way that you did when the security guards did their job?
Yeah.
That was really sick. Catherine, that was really sick because really, honestly, if you're going to involve yourself in a situation like that, you have to separate how you feel about somebody and understand that was BBJ's cat mom. You know what I'm saying? So this whole transition is already very traumatic. The fact that she's leaving the only person that she's known for all these years. And so Chantel stuffs one of her shirts in there for BBJ to at least have her scent. And then you pull over on the side of the road and you throw that shit out.
Yeah. Anyway. Really, Ginger, they think it's affecting us. They make themselves look so dumb. How do people listen to this fucking bullshit? Cheap Trick! Scapegoat.
It really is, Foxy.
I'm sure they reported you riding on the roads. They're salivating, right? Yeah. Some people are cancer. Diseases. Malignant tumors that just keep growing full of nothing but pus. So if a news crew went into the malls, if they get permission, I don't want permission to go in the mall. I don't need to go to the mall. I order everything online. Who the fuck goes to a mall? I went for you guys, and big deal. I get told I can't stream. Oh well, not the end of the world. The haters are winning. Winning at what?
I mean, I guess it really just depends. For me personally, I really honestly don't have a lot of time to get to the mall. It's not that, and there's really nothing in there that I need. I don't really like going and spending money on dumb shit. For us, there's usually two reasons for us to go to the mall. Okay. Number one would be Texas Roadhouse, bitch. Okay. 3 reasons. Number 2, Bath and Body Works. Okay. I am a sucker for the Bath and Body Works, not necessarily the candles, not even really, but the hand soaps. I do like their lotions and their body sprays too sometimes, but I'm really, 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 really like their hand soaps. Okay. I'm a sucker for their hand soaps. And number 3, we like to go during Christmas time because they have a really nice Santa there. And I like to take and get the kids' pictures done at the mall. So, I guess it just depends on the person, Foodie. But I like to have the option to be able to go to the mall without having any problems. And let's say I was stupid enough to go into the mall and live stream. Let's say I took you guys on an adventure to the mall or whatever. And I was approached by a security guard who told me that you can't record in here. We're going to need you to turn that off. Then I would immediately shut that shit down. I would, boop, no problem. Say less. I got you. I get it, buddy.
At the end of the day, all this harassing behavior is going to come back on you, not me. It has no reflection on my character. They think that complaining to people, that don't know about the lore and everything, it's like they want people to shame me in public. I don't know. I don't get shamed. It's just not going to help. It's just not going to work for you.
Yeah, that's true. She doesn't care about the mall. She cares about the food court.
You should just make a report on YouTube. You can easily find which channel's called for the reporting. Oh, the channel's actually like verbally said that you should report, that they should report.
Wouldn't that be a Karen move? Wouldn't whoever said that, shouldn't you be calling them a Karen right now? Because that's basically what you're saying everybody else is who called and report. This is a whole shit show. This is a whole shit show, Chantel.
Yeah. Like, do they not like feel embarrassed? Like, how did they not feel embarrassed? Like, they asked me, what am I embarrassed about? What should I be embarrassed about? Going to get a sub at a mall? Like,
do you have time for that? Are you going to listen? Are you going to listen if we sit here and give you a whole list of reasons that you should be embarrassed of not only your behavior, your appearance, the fact that you're significantly too big for this mobility scooter that you're riding, the fact that you're pretending to be disabled? We could go on. We really could go on, Chantel, but again, you're not going to listen. You ask those questions and then you refuse to hear what people are saying. It's just like, for instance, when you were asking your chat to Google, when you were asking them to Google whether or not that was private property, and the people in chat, your own people were Googling and saying, yeah, Chantel, it's private property. You can't be there. If they're telling you can't live stream, then you cannot live stream. Yeah. She didn't want to hear it. She was like, okay, let me look for myself. Even though they were telling her in her chat that, yes, it's private property. What the security guards are telling you is the truth. She didn't want to listen to it. So why sit there and ask these questions when you're not going to listen to it? Yeah, Texas Roadhouse is really good. Salty Blonde says, try the book Loft Scent hand soap. Okay, will do. I love their hand soaps. I really do. And thank you for being a member for 17 months, hon.
But you're the ones literally going out of your day, like a fucking work day. People with kids and families.
Number one, you know nothing about a work day. People's schedules, they work for themselves. They have different schedules. There's 24 hours in a fucking day. And I don't know what people being parents have anything to do with this. You could talk about somebody who has a newborn. Well, that motherfucker's sleeping 18 hours a day. They got the time, girl. You got you got parents who have kids in school. You got parents who have kids who are teenagers who can't be fucking bothered with them. They got other shit. You don't know anything about having a job or being a parent. So I don't know why you keep bringing those things up. I don't get it.
Taking the time to watch me because they hate me and try to just like call actually fucking from another country probably.
Do you know the amount of people that probably did this, Foodie? And do you know how many people is in this community? There are thousands of people in these communities. These communities are so much bigger than just the reaction channels, just YouTube. It's just a very significant size community. It's very big. There's a lot of people. And the amount of people that called out of thousands of people, it's probably a handful. You're talking to like maybe one or two people.
I didn't cuss loudly before that happened. So no, I didn't. The idiotic Paul Blarts, yeah. And if you're going to be in here thinking that you're going to be in here, especially with...
No, Aaliyah, I didn't get to see her stream. Did you see Miss Charlie Goes and detain me, bitch, on the soundboard by this weekend? Dude, there's so many things from that freaking interaction with those security guards. I got to go back and clip. Will do. I'll make it happen. Say less.
A membership supporting that, BG Bestie, you can get fucked. I'm blocking you. Pulpy is cringe and tries to act superior, but he's literally gossiping about women under the patriarchy.
I just can't believe out of all reactors, that's who y'all have a problem with. And you know what it really comes down to, I think, when people, because it's not Foodie. Foodie's not like, I don't even think that Pulpy for the most part is even on Foodie's radar. You know, she likes to argue with either me or Big Cigarette over there. But people, they get out and they watch all the reaction channels. They watch Pulpy. They watch them all. And so, like, if Foodie's not saying what these people want her to say about a certain reactor, they plant seeds in her chat. So they'll still say nasty things about Pulpy to get Foodie to start talking shit on reactors for whatever reason they don't like. And she just goes along with it. So she literally feeds into whatever her chat is saying. Like, she can't have her own opinions. on how she feels on certain people. She just, oh yeah, whatever you say, it's got to be true. So let me go ahead and repeat what, they said, what such and such said. Because they got to be giving her the good fucking, the good shit over there. Art says, so she'll be staying home more. She's moving everything into one room. Girl is scooting right into that shut-in arc. Exactly, Art. As we like to call the bedbound era. If you don't go on that vacation, they're going to have to get a crane to get you out of that bedroom. Did I say that out loud? I did. Art, thank you for the support.
He's full of shit too, yeah.
Yeah, Breezy's another one that she always goes off on. That's true, Sushi. Mm-hmm.
Foodie Beauty.
Wait, I want to see that impersonation that she did.
And you. Pulpy is cringe and tries to act superior, but he's literally gossiping about women under the patriarchy. He's full of shit too, yeah. What's Foodie Beauty?
Is that supposed to be your Australian impersonation, Chantel?
I just looked it up. We were trespassing from Walmart. They will cancel online orders as well.
That was pretty good. I'll give her that. That was pretty good. That made me laugh.
That's such bullshit. No, it isn't true. You just can't be on the property. What? Fucking idiots. Yep, true.
Yeah, that probably was more British butter crumpet. I'll give you that.
Yeah. These people are fucking up my workday by fucking up your day because I want you to get me through my workday. I told you.
Well, she's still there. It's not like she got offline. She went on for another 4 hours. So what are you crying about?
And they're going to be really bored. Stream sniping me picking my nose all day and stealing. Oh, well.
I need to remind you of the content that you put out when you were in Kuwait, that we all were dedicated and we watched the most boring. Okay. My point is, Foodie, you can't threaten us with a good time. We have suffered through the most boringest content that you've ever provided in your entire life. And I don't care what you say. There's nothing that can compare to how boring the Kuwait arc was. So nice try. Nice try.
They think they're God. I know. Oh no. But the people in the mall didn't complain, Kingu.
And that's the thing though, Leaky Pond, Boil Pondu, is that Foodie, we talked about that conspiracy theory. And I do think that there's a very big possibility that was true. Do you guys remember what I'm talking about when we were kind of speculating that we do, Hectic Llama? When we were kind of speculating that maybe that, because I feel like some people really thought we were out there with this, but I didn't necessarily come up with this, but it really does. It makes sense to me. So I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Okay. Is that there was a possibility to some extent that Salah was keeping Foodie sedated. And I don't mean necessarily like, anything crazy, but to control, because she's out of control, bro. You let Foodie go on her own and look at what we've done, experienced since she's been back home in Canada. So you think about, Salah trying to go see his family and see his friends and get some red room time in, he's got to control this person. So to a certain extent, I could believe that theory. Okay. I could believe that, he was sedating Foodie to try to keep her calm. So with that being said, Chantel, we don't have to worry about that now that you're in Canada, because he's not there to make sure that you're knocked out cold and you're sleeping 18 hours a day. Now you're just wild and free. You're just a wild and free Canadian and we like to watch it, eh? Yulia says, you can't hurt us, cutie. That's right, Yulia. Trying to threaten us with the boring content. We suffered. We've done our time. Hey, 10KD. Thank you, girl. Thank you. You know what? I think we're going to start doing polls on postcards because I haven't ordered it yet, but I just haven't got to it. But there are so many different ones from this month that I'm like, that's going to be it. And then this one comes around. I'm like, no, that one's it, girl. I don't know which one to pick. So we might start doing polls. Yulia, thank you so much, girl. I appreciate you. Miss T says we watch Yabbit in our community. It's like meeting with friends for coffee. It's so true. And you have different like sessions throughout the day with different creators. So even if you're consuming this content with different people like Charlie and Pulpy and everybody who covers these people, you're getting something completely different each time you watch it. And you know what? And those people over there, they're just mad because they don't have it like that. I get it. It isn't taking away from our lives. It's a fun break. It's a way to tap out of reality and everyday stress that we all have to go through to some extent. It's so true. And Miss T, thank you for your support. Hey, I'm gonna let this play for a second. I got to go get something outside.
Nobody complained. Nobody in the mall cares. I don't want to catch my right side. Technology runs the world. Yeah. Punching down. I have no idea if we're going to go to Parliament or when we're going to go. I don't know. Yeah. I wasn't trespassed by Walmart. This Walmart might be part of the property from the mall, but there's like a million Walmarts. So I wasn't trespassed by Walmart. Nice try. I do read all the chat, Reptar. What does it look like I'm doing? Faceless, yeah. She probably doesn't show her face because she lied about having twins or something. I don't know. They all share the same video and use it as their content. They're so lazy. I know. Like one person, their entire short was just me walking, and they say that's not fat phobic. Like so I'm a fat person, okay? Like, you know what I mean? Like these little wiener syndrome. I remember I yelled at that guy because any like time like I don't know, they're just. I don't think Walmart would do that unless there was a system-wide ban. I know. They think they can get me barred from like every fucking place. They're so stupid. No, but your comment is idiotic, Sunshine. Like, why even bring that up? Like, I'm not in the Walmart filming. Am I? Yeah. Breezy's probably trespassed from every liquor store, probably. Yeah, imagine time spoken. Imagine, like, just, like, harassing the same person every day as content and thinking you're winning. Like, how do they not?
Who are you talking about? Who specifically are you talking to? Again, the community is huge. You can't imagine. Yeah, I like how she likes to correct other people and how they pronounce or their grammar or whatever when she talks like that, Foxy. That's such a great point. I'm just curious who you're speaking to or who you're trying to hold accountable for things that just happened, like calling and reporting you to the mall. Honestly, I would prefer people just to let her be and let her go around. But you can't control people. They're going to do what they're going to do. There's nothing we can do about that. I would love just to see you out in the wild. Yes. I mean, I think a lot of the reactors would, but we don't control people. We don't control this community. We don't control any of these watchers who are watching you and doing whatever they're doing. So specifically, who are you all talking to? That's what I want to know. Hey, Barbie. If Chantel gets arrested, she cannot travel anywhere until after her court date. That's another reason she gonna lay her ass down is what she's gonna do until it's time for her to travel. She ain't gonna risk it again. Thank you for the support, hun. God, could you imagine if that happened though?
Like how do they feel fulfilled knowing that they cannot get any views unless it's about me? Whether they get more views or not, it doesn't matter. They're still playing my content. You're still giving me. The haters think that I'm not giving her a view. You're still causing popularity for me. Like people like infamy. You're going to cause curiosity, and it's going to cause more traffic.
She's not wrong about that. She's not. Yeah, but you're not wrong. I do agree with you, Chantel. Like I went and looked at the views that you got on that video that situation happened, and it's like pretty good for a kick video. Actually, let me get it pulled up, and I'll tell you guys. So she's not wrong, but again, I don't think these people care. I just think that for whatever reason, they just want to fuck with you, and they don't care if it gets you views, if it gets you money, it's whatever. Yeah, she got 7.8 on that video. Like she gets 3.3, 2.3, 5.2. Like she really gets shit views over there on the kick. But since that situation happened, they really shot up. You're not wrong. Drama brings views. Yeah, that's true.
Like you're fucking stupid. You were trespassed from Chuck E. Cheese.
That's weird. That's
well,
weird.
if they get my channel taken for hate speech of what? I'll go to Twitch, and if I get barred from there, I don't know, I'll get a job, and then y'all have to get a job too. That's what's gonna happen.
Uh-huh.
Hate
So it sounds like to me that you are trying to hold reactors, specifically if I've heard her since she's been on this little rant after an hour and 7 minutes. I've heard you mention just Breezen's name. I've heard you mention Pulpy's name, and I think even Big Cigarette. So you're holding those 3 people accountable for the situation that happened at the mall, right?
speech. How? People literally fucking unalive people on Kick, and they still have their channels. Fucking what hate speech? What hate speech? And just as an example of how they make shit up and twist things I say.
We used to have one, Seattle Sapphire. When Foodie first started driving in Kuwait, we made one and I took it away and replaced it for something else. I can't remember what it was, but I'm sure it was fucking hilarious. Thank you for the super chat, hun. I don't care if she gets views, if this is a result of awesome content. I don't, but the thing, and we have this conversation so often, is we all know what Foodie does with her money. Okay. It's not like she's gonna be driving around in a fucking Mercedes, living in a mansion. Okay. She gonna eat it and she gonna pay her romance scammer bitch. That's it. So nobody gives a shit about your money or your views, Chantel. Yulia says, we got jobs, cutie. That's how we can afford memberships and super chats. And thank you for that, Yulia. I appreciate you, girl. Thank you so much.
The hitchhikers we gave a ride to.
Oh no.
When did I confirm and say that?
Oh no. You did. You said it, Foodie. You said it. You can't backtrack it now, girl. It's on video. And they've already turned that. They've already gave the receipts to who needs to get the receipts, girl. It's too late for that. You can't walk that shit back.
They were ISIS or terrorists. So now they're saying that I have a moral issue because we gave a ride to military or police or something. Did we grill them on their beliefs in the car? No. It's publicity for me. Thank you. I'm a star. Drama cells. There you go.
But you do understand that you're nothing special. That anybody could get out there. The bar is in hell, but nobody wants to. Nobody wants to gain 430 pounds, not take care of their personal hygiene, not brush their teeth, be a shit themselves, have a romance scammer. Are you guys here or did the chat freeze? I can't tell. Maybe you guys just got really quiet because it looks like I'm still here. Nobody wants that. But again, the bar is in hell. And I think the chat's froze. So if you're talking to me, I can't see you.
You win either way. Exactly. I was making a joke. I even said after, no, I don't think they are. And even if we did give a ride to somebody in ISIS, what does that matter?
What? What do you mean? What does that matter? Are you asking a question like that? Do you really want me to answer that? I see you guys now. It froze for a minute. What do you mean? What of it? It's just going slow.
We're in Syria. Like,
you're not helping your case any, Foodie. I'm just saying.
Does that mean we join
That's supposed to be crickets, but it sucks.
them? No. They were so serious. They're always so serious.
Get Donald on the line, NKD.
That's the problem.
He'll make the time for Erica. He'll make the time for you, girl.
Yeah, it's the win.
Oh, hi, baby. I miss you, baby boo boo. Okay, there's BG, I believe. I think that is the wind. I don't think that's the cat. But I could totally see Foodie locking the cat in the other room for sure. Kataria, I feel that girl.
Creaming.
Join the terrorist organization? Of course not. We just gave them a ride, guys. What's your problem? You really, guys, you think I'm going to sit here and ask them all these questions? We just gave them a ride. So what if they had big guns or whatever? Isn't that any of your business? Trauma V says, a love from one of your basement dweller viewers. That's right, girl. We love our basement dwellers. Hell yeah. The more the merrier. Thank you, girl. I appreciate you.
Her jeans. You mean creaming in her fucking leggings? in her nasty ass leggings.
Ooh.
She's about to get a fucking restraining order, that stupid bitch. I have her email, I have her address.
Oh, I know what she's talking about. You ain't gotta tell me what she's talking about. All right, yes. Nicotine panties. Okay.
And I'm about to read it live.
Oh God.
Minded.
I like when Big Sig and her sister fight. It really does it for me. It wets the puss, if you will.
Anyways,
when they talk about each other's looks and how much like one's the bigger loser than the other and one's a better pet owner than the other. It's a good time.
yeah.
You know how many cigarettes you got to smoke to turn your panties yellow? That's how many Big Sig smokes.
Let me see this.
She's looking for a picture.
Good God. Hold on, guys. I'm busy with something right now.
I don't think so, Straight Carp. I don't think Foodie would go nose to puss. No way. Are you kidding me, Straight Carp? Get a hold of yourself. Now, do I think that Annie would go nose to puss with the foods? Yes. I think yes. I think Annie would do to Foodie what Foodie did to Dee Dee. I do believe that. Yes. She'd love to get her a taste of that. Get a hold of yourselves, people. Jesus. You know you're going to cause her to talk about you know what again. Look at that phone.
Give me 2 seconds. It'll be worth it.
I'll wait. Don't worry. Take your time, girl. I'll be here when you get done. MVP. Oh, God.
There you go. Let's just keep this.
Who's the better looking sister? Shall we do a poll? No, babe. We'll figure something out. I don't know what. Hold on. Sam, stay put just for a second. I got to type this out. Who is the better looking twin? Foods, Sig. Incoming. Hey, Big Bertha. Is that BG crying to get out? I'm pretty sure it's the win. I'm almost positive it's the win. But if we don't see BG in a minute, I'm going to start to question it myself. You're not wrong about that. But thank you for the support, hun. Okay. There we go.
Let's just keep this on screen while she's stream sniping. This is who is stream.
She was stream sniping. I got to know because Big Sig, she does this thing. Oh my God. I just noticed what the text said. That's fucked up, bro. Somebody sent Foodie a picture of Big Sig, and down in the corner it says, I killed BBJ and Maggie. That's crazy work, Chantel. Big Sig has this thing when Foodie's talking about BBJ and she's asking questions and she's like, what happened to BBJ and why did you lie and say BBJ was with other people and come to find out she was, in your dirty, filthy apartment with your dogs and all this crap. That was her dog, Lisa Raven. Big Sig will like skip past it or she'll stay like way, way behind so she doesn't catch up in real time. So she doesn't have to answer any of those questions. Because what can she say? Before when people thought like you really did a good thing and you rescued BBJ and you gave her a better life, like you could have fucking nailed it to that bitch every time that she was talking about BBJ. And you could have went off and talking about BBJ. Oh, you want to see BBJ? Well, she's frolicking in the grass, girl. You give me what I want and I'll send you video proof that she's still alive. But you can't do that no more. You can't give it to her like you used to be able to give it to her, because then you had to confess that you lied about all that. And all that time that you said BBJ was alive, she wasn't alive. No, she wasn't. She was deader and dead up there on your mantle next to an empty ashtray. So now anytime that, it's a very touchy subject for French Fry Girl, if Chantel brings up, you should be able to fucking drive it home. All of the neglect and the abuse and how the better life and how BBJ is Gucci collar this and cat tree patio that. And you can't do that no more because you got exposed. That sucks. Now you're on kick and that sucks even more. Anyways, back to you, Chantel.
Sniping and making fun of me. This creature, this goblin. She killed Maggie, her sweet little dog, because it had anxiety. She killed BBJ. What did Strawberry say? I didn't see it. Say it again, Strawberries. Ew.
Oh, yeah, I had to respond to Sam. Hold on, Sam.
This person. People listen to this creature. No, she's wearing an Adidas, the same shirt she wears all the time. Yeah. Her audience is so stupid.
Bro, why does it look like they got the same shirt on right now? Why does it look like they got the same shirt on like right now? That's crazy. Yes, Plutes. Yes. Both of these people are the reason that BBJ suffered her entire life, because that's why everybody was so happy that Big Sig was able to go in and kidnap BBJ, because we were willing to look the other way. The shit was all, kind of crazy to begin with, but we were like, who fucking cares? We're willing to give a pass because you gave an elderly neglected cat a better life. Yes, go you. And come to find out that just wasn't the truth. So these two were exactly the fucking same. Exactly the fucking same. Both of them. They're wearing the same, they're matchies. They're twinsies. What up, twin?
They gave her thousands of dollars for a dead animal. And they claim to care about BBJ.
That's true.
She has teeth somewhere, but it doesn't look like she does. There you go.
Hey, twin.
This is her. Her dog, isn't it Maggie or something? Doing a live on you? Okay, so why don't we do a live on who's one of her mods? Does anyone have any information on her most
Oh my God. This really got out of control, didn't it? How long did she do this? I'm kind of over the FFG shit. Let's go.
Everywhere. And your phone number. I have your phone number too.
Yeah, Intuitive Duck. I mean, people were like, you know what? Yeah, it's kind of weird that you're willing to do all this, but I guess, you're willing to save the cat. People are willing to just fucking throw money at her, support her, like go to war for her through everything. Cause don't fuck with cats. It's the fucking motto of the goddamn world. And then everything. And you know what? Looking at what happened and looking at the situation she's in now, do you see when these people, because Frenchie is also one who speaks about karma as well. And you take a look at Foodie's situation and where she is, and you take a look at Frenchie's situation and you see where she is. You see how the universe rights its wrongs? As soon as all that information came out about BBJ, I don't care what she's doing on Kick and how many members she has. She'll never make the amount of money that she was making on YouTube. That's a fact. Even if they're giving you 95%, you'll never make the amount of money that you were making on YouTube on the Kick platform. It's not going to happen.
And I'll be definitely.
And you know how I know she knows that? Ask me. Ask me how I know that Frenchie is well aware that she'll never be in the position or situation to make the amount of money that she was making on YouTube on the Kick platform. Well, that's an easy one because she's already ban evaded on YouTube. Why is she ban evaded on YouTube? Because she wants to be back in the position she was in before she lost her channel. That's why.
Definitely going to the fucking police because your shit is fucking ridiculous. She will regret it. Everyone will mass fucking report her. Yeah. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Cat killing bitch.
Jesus Christ.
Danny DeVito looking dogs. Black bitch. Handy sniffer to the felcher.
Jesus
They don't
Lord,
if you look like
are
this.
you
Would you show
done?
your face in public? Fuck. I'd hide in an attic and eat on. Do you like to come on stream? I would love that. You and your fucking weirdo fucking pedo dad. We connect.
Oh my
She won't.
God, Lord Almighty.
Why are they so fun? No matter what
What
happens.
is it with you all? Why do y'all say these things to each other? Calling each other's family members, because so she started out calling Foodie's dad that word. She called Chantel's dad the P word. And now Foodie's calling her dad the P word. And then Frenchie went on her platform the other day. Did you all hear that? Charlie put the clip. I don't know if she played it on her stream. I haven't got a chance to watch it, but she put it on Twitter. And French Fry Girl flat out said, do you guys think that Foodie's dad did stuff to her when she was a little kid? Like, why do they talk like this? And the fact that whenever Frenchie gets mad at me, she only talks about that certain situation that unfortunately happened in my family. This is not something that I ever bring up. I don't discuss that kind of stuff, but it's so weird that these two specifically are so hung up on that kind of talk and saying those. Like, do you realize what you say when you say that, Chantel? Like, even if you're saying it, do you understand that when you are calling French Fry Girl's dad the P word, that there is a victim, a child, innocent child? You are accusing that, you are saying that there is a child involved in that situation. And do you know what that means when you say that? What happens to that child to label that man that word? Same thing with French Fry Girl when she says that. Like, I don't know if they say that and they don't realize like what is there behind all of that. And I don't know if that's because they don't have kids or they don't care. You don't have to have kids to care about kids or to think about the victims involved in these situations. You really don't. You don't have to be a mom. You don't have to be a dad. You can just be a good person. But these two, for whatever reason, these are their go-tos. This is the kind of content and the insults that they like to sling at people that they don't like. I don't get it.
We're never talking about anything. Just fucking ignore these losers and we'll deal with it legally if that's what happens. Yeah. Yeah, I have to say, I hope so too, Yerrick. No offense. I don't care. Give a shit what happens to her. She gets hit by a bus, whatever. I don't care. Yep. People are sick. Over fucking somebody going to a mall. Imagine. Somebody going to a mall. Fucking losers. Anyway. Yep. And that's exactly what they want, Teardrop. They want you to not support me. So they're trying to intimidate and scare and whatever. Yeah, that's exactly what they want. So
I do think so too, but I see the same level, same exact level. Some would even argue that French Fry Girl is worse. And there are reasons behind that, but today's not a French Fry Girl day. And I don't disagree. And thank you for the support, hun.
it's a reflection of them, exactly. You don't do anything, exactly. There's a statute of limitations, Kobo, for that, I believe. But I could fucking sue her for so many other things. So many other things. Even if she loses weight, she's still ugly as fuck. Her face card is fucking invisible. Hey, Muthana. Why is Teardrop being targeted? Because they're evil fucking soulless slugs. That's for them. They want to intimidate Teardrop because they think it will hurt.
I agree with that, Fruity. I absolutely agree with that. You know, and that really was a matter that should have been dealt with between her family. Like, if her family felt like that was something that they should have pressed charges for and that was, you know, illegal in Canada, then they should have did that. But you sticking your nose in it 41 years later, and you come back around and calling somebody's dad that just because you can't stand them and you like the wow factor and you like to get your audience riled up because the more they hate her, the more money you put in your pockets and saying those kind of things. Again, you're just watering down the definition of what a you know what actually is.
Hurt me, exactly. Yep. Hello, my birthday's in 5 minutes. Because she's some nice lady on the internet being nice to Chantal. Yep.
Cleanly says, anyone that can say empty threats, Foodie is full of air. She doesn't have it in her to do any of what she's saying. No, all she can do is sit there on the couch and seal. That's it. She go to lawsuit, restraining order. Like, the only time that you ever found it in your soul to do anything to anybody was when you found out that somebody you weren't even in a relationship with had moved on with another woman and it was a fact. Then you decided you were going to take your ass to the police department and start making up fucking claims against them to get them in trouble, to basically break that relationship up. That's the only time that you were willing to do anything to anybody else. Queenly, thank you for the support, hun. Claudio says, took a break, but nice to be back and nothing has changed. It's gotten better, Claudio. It's definitely gotten better. Good to see you, hun, and thank you for being a member.
Yeah.
Of course it's not going to let you say that, Queenly.
Yeah, right.
You guys, listen, you got to be careful with like, I'm sure a lot of your accounts I see, like, even though you're not creators, you're OG'd in. Like these, you've hardly had your account for a long time. Not everybody, but a lot of you have. YouTube gets pretty strict. They are pretty strict now. I've seen a lot of people get banned. I've seen people get suspended and they lose their original account. And I know there's certain things that you guys want to say, but you can even though you're not a creator, you can still lose your channel, like your little chat channel, just for saying certain things that YouTube doesn't like. So you got to be careful out there, protect yourself as well. Who's the better looking twin? 691 votes. Thank you so much for your participation. We have 78% believe that Foodie Beauty is the better looking twin, and 22% say Sig is the better looking twin. Holy shit. I have to say that I agree with the majority. And thank you again for your participation.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I know. You know how
these two can never be in a relation. No, you guys are so wrong by even suggesting that these two go puss to puss or whatever. Do you know the amount of money it would take to feed them? Just think about them riding around in a car together. You think Big Sig's gonna pull up? I imagine her driving a big old hoopty for some reason, and she parallel parking that motherfucker, just swinging the wheel, opening up the door for Foodie to get in. They're just going to get food together. Can you imagine that? What that would be fucking, that y'all would get hella views. You would be like the most watched people on YouTube. I'm sorry, Kick. Oh my God, that would be great. That would be epic.
evil people are on here.
Get rid of Salah and go get you a Big Sig, Foodie. What up, twin?
Oh. Yeah.
Carp.
It's more evidence to compile in real time. Exactly.
God, could you imagine how much bitching they would do? Because they're both miserable. They would just sit there and bitch over everything.
Yeah.
Then whenever Big Sig drove them to wherever they were going, they would both need mobility scooters to go riding around like to the mall or something like that.
Anyway.
A big tan Buick.
They had that even before that time spoken.
Oh my God, Sassy Shelly. Yes, the couples channel might actually be a success. All you've wanted in your life is to have a successful couples channel, Chantel. This is why they call us a support group. I just want to take this moment to appreciate our community, because all the shit that we get, you can't sit here and take away the fact that we are problem solvers and we are here to support our girls. Okay, Foodie and Big Sig. You want a successful couples channel? Go puss to puss with Cigarette over there. Do some content. Get together. Get in our hoopty. Go grocery shopping. Go show us a museum you two out and about together. That shit would break the internet. Oh my God. I can't even imagine it. That would be the best shit ever. Oh, I hope it happens. I got to get out of here. It's after 11. I got stuff to do. Y'all got stuff to do. We'll be here tomorrow, same time, same place. At least I hope so. See you later, guys. Bye.
evil cackle. Check fucking mate, Chantal. Check fucking mate.
Yeehaw!